Okay. I guess I'll try again. Oh, nope, I spoke too soon. I shouldn't have even...
I'm back. Maybe.
Don't mock me. Oh my god. Alright, well, whatever. Now, maybe give this a second shot. We'll see if it fucking works. If not, whatever. I'm Dustin, I'm tired, everything sucks. The computer won't behave. We just had the stream crash once. I swear to fucking god, whoever plugging USB ports into a Windows computer in 2020 is like operating the fucking Chernobyl reactor. Just like one plug one thing into the wrong sequence one time and the whole fucking thing shits the bed.
Yay.
Oh my god.
Woo.
Anyway.
Woo.
Let's see if it lasts for more than a minute and a half. This go.
No. Goodness.
We're trying to work on video game stuff. I said that before. Let's load up that level I was messing with and see if it sticks.
You're literally in the thing for
it. Okay. Where was I? I was going to click on this. And this. And in here, there's some cats making noises. Some of the stuff is extraneous that I added as experiment stuff that I can remove. One of the things we need to do.
Are you breaking this
here.
very dangerous, very fickle thing?
So I'll tell you and show you why.
I worked so hard to get this working, and you've gone and murdered it.
Is it so arcane?
Why are you messing with it? Working fine last time I checked it.
There. So I believe it is both of these. And then this had me confused because the knee doesn't actually get wider. Okay. Now this might work or it might do nothing. I don't know. Let's see. This controller will hopefully function fine. Looks like it is so far. So I was messing with a lot of little shit in here. Among other things, that little tiny thing and that. Right now they're not that recognizable, especially on the gears, but that's just because I need to tweak some of it more. But I do need to destroy one of those arms to see how it reacts when that happens now. Colette, you are driving me nuts.
Why are you being so mean to her?
It's just been a trying day, that's all. Come on, you butt. It should be taking damage. Remember what I changed about it that might make it take longer or whatever? All that stuff was other things I was trying to test. There it goes. Okay, so that mostly worked as intended. Did you see how that phased out? Because I still think I do want the gear to phase out too. But my other problem, which I've been messing with the last 2 days, and then the part of this was I didn't even know you could do this until I really dug through all that shit, was alright, wait. When you shoot those, god damn it. Come back, open. You shoot that, it flickers now.
What flickers?
The gears themselves, when you shoot inside the opening.
Okay.
And I want it to be even more prominent, probably, but the idea is I still want to try to apply that effect to pretty much everything that you can damage with bubbles and attacks in the game. I was trying to get it to do that on those little spiky pinwheels that are at the end of the arms or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't do it, and I couldn't do it, and I couldn't do it. And I tried to do it with an animator, and I couldn't do it, and I tried to do it with code, and I couldn't do it. At one point I tried attaching 2 animations to the same thing, which is apparently a thing you cannot do. And then what I hadn't realized was that you can have that other animation I had just pulled up that I was tweaking. I didn't know you could have an animator on a base object animate things that are childed to it. So I, for some reason, even though it shouldn't have been setting that value in any way because the states weren't changing in that manner, if I wanted to try to modify the color value of, say, like, just play it again. The little gears, like if I wanted to change the color value of those either with an animator attached directly to that childed object or just like changing the value in code, just like attaching a script that made it go down or up, it just didn't change from the value it was at, to the point where even if I like paused the game as it was running and then like I just clicked on a thing and changed the color, it would just reset right to like the base value of 1, either just the exact value of 1 across the board or the base value of like the starting point of whatever animations changed it. I don't really know why that was the case. But by taking the color manipulation off of that object specifically, I was able to add an animator to those individually and make them, you know, they kind of like flicker a little bit, but they don't fade out with the rest of the arm when you destroy it, which is easy enough to implement. That's basically the story of my last 2 days and why I feel shitty and frustrated. So I just couldn't figure out why it wasn't working right.
I'm pretty sure the arms already move with that principle. That the whole.
No, they already did. Like I
Yeah,
said,
I'm
this
just
this
saying.
has more to do with my lack of knowledge about the Unity animation system coming into
Why
this.
didn't you ask me?
I didn't want to bug you. You were working. I mean, like I said, I was just really working on it mostly yesterday and today. And yesterday I thought I had figured it out, and then apparently I hadn't. And then today I kind of had it figured out by the time we came in here, but yeah. So that's where we're at with that right now. So but yeah, look at and I do actually want to change a lot of this random stuff to just tweak it a little for like time purposes and stuff like that, and for making things even more noticeable. Like I wanted to make the damage that this thing can take a lot heftier, but I want to leave the this like damageable area open for longer, just to make it for most of these like phases or whatever. And then I guess I can just keep playing because it aired out. Similar with these and the flickering, I want to just make that way more, like I want to make it really obvious when that happens, which it like kind of is on the first hit, and then I think it's like maybe as you hit it subsequent times it resets a little or something. I'm not sure. But we'll have to see. And then with these, it's, I think right there, that problem more than anything is just that the color change isn't quite right.
No, it's way too unnoticeable.
Yeah.
For it to, like, 'cause that's fine.
That mostly works. Like, let's try it again when it opens back up.
I mean, it's just because it's a lighter thing.
But like, I mean, I guess that's probably good enough. What do you think? Do you think it should be even more? Because it's like, I feel like the initial hit registers fine, and then there's something about, like it doesn't seem to keep doing it, and I'm not sure if that's just the way I have it implemented, or maybe it's okay for those gears themselves. Then for that other thing,
Dare I ask what the other thing is?
well, just for the arms, like for the gears at the end, like for example, Let's just load that scene back up again.
You already have it open.
No, I don't. Because you have to load it from the title screen.
What was that one?
Just gonna let her in?
Fine, cat, you win. You win, you weirdo.
She's being a real complainer.
Come on, you butt.
Uh-huh.
I'm just gonna go right under the couch because you're so strange.
So
Keep my
these...
feet off the floor so she doesn't murder me.
Not... No, I can't. No, I undo it. There.
You could just type it F.
So I could just make that also like vacillate between the transparencies. I could change some of these color values to be slightly different. Because what's ultimately happening is the same. Right now, it's the same thing as happening to the other ones, where it's I think it's ping ponging between.
I mean, that's what literally every other thing does in this game when it gets hurt. I know it does. I put it in there for everything.
I made this catch-all animator and animation. This changes. Okay, so this just changes all the color values. It just desaturates them or whatever. All right, I don't know what you call that, but it changes whatever the values are to half of that, and then back up to full.
I don't know anything.
So it's something like that, probably.
Hi. Okay. Are you just gonna start being bad now? Because I really don't want you to do that. Hi. Come here. That's the opposite of coming here. It's going there. Okay.
So
It's very strange. Oh, goodness.
just go ahead and
Now, why are you making...
what?
You're making an animator, and I was going to say, dude, we just talked about this. Too good to make the animations in the animator. Don't come here. I want to see you, Bob. Hey. What, do you want to leave? Is that what you want? Is this what you want? Okay. Weirdo. This cat's very strange.
This is probably overkill, but it's like the easiest way to change them on the fly.
Christ, what are you doing?
Yeah, I shouldn't do it.
What are you? I don't know what you're doing. What are you even doing?
So I just want to change the way it changes the colors to be different than I don't think you can feed that into there. I think it has to be like pre-programmed into the
What?
All right, so this animation
Mm-hmm.
just sets all of the color values to basically 50% and then brings them back up.
Uh-huh.
I don't think there's any dynamic way to just like feed into it a color value I want to set it to at this keyframe, and then a different one that I want it to return back to.
You can just go in there and change the value.
But I mean, but I'm saying all right, so here's the thing. So I use this across multiple objects in the game, and I don't want to change them all.
Why'd you make a new animator? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, maybe I don't know. Maybe I won't do this then. Because this whole thing is just really weird.
No, come here. Bob. I want to see you, you dumb little idiot.
I wonder if... click on these in the scene again. I think that was one of the things I was going to do at one point. Is there no way to zoom out of this?
You have the workspace literally as small as humanly possible.
I mean, it's different. It's rendering the windows right now.
Cool.
Would that stay if I like set these
What do you
in
mean?
here, or would it persist? Like if I put this to took damage, is it going to maintain if I run the game? Is it going to remember that?
I mean, it'll remember it until it gets told to change it.
Let's try something like that then. Out of curiosity.
It's me, I have no idea what you're trying to do. Riveting internet television.
I don't have to sneeze. Apparently I'm good.
Delightful.
Let's try something like this.
What are you trying to do?
Let's try to
Literally
delete
press delete.
that. Um, okay. That might do. Double clicking nuts. Time scale, even though it's like this is harsh. Now let's like we'll start this and see what kind of weird shit happens. Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna pause here and inspect some of the stuff in the scene. So if we look at these guys. So that also did change that across all of them, so I'm assuming that, yeah, if I wanted them to be discrete, there's a way to do that.
Do you think there are so many animators in this game?
Well, in either case, you should hopefully be able to see what that looks like. Kidding, maybe not. It doesn't look like it's doing...
Nope, it did for a second.
What the hell? Why didn't it work right? That's really weird. Huh. Is it like, is that state changing somewhere else or something? It's not doing it all. This one did it like once. Huh. Is it because it's not like actually, oh, okay, it's because I didn't do that right. Probably work right now, at least, righter. So it'll be the same deal with, okay, that did work too. What the hell? Huh. That's weird. Damage, it's just not quite.
Did you say there was something weird about the time scaling?
I can try tweaking that.
The other one, you said something about the time scaling.
It's just like should be appearing noticeably, I would think, though. It's happening basically twice as fast because it's The other value went from 1 to 50% in that time frame, and now it's going from 1 to 0% in that time frame. But I wouldn't expect it to do what it looks like it's doing right now. Oh, I don't want to do that. No. See, this looks fine, I think. Arbitrary. Do anything. Not
Are
really.
you sure the animator works that way? Like, are you sure it will take
What?
in the game if you pause it and then mess with it?
No. Not at all. What the hell? Didn't do anything. Alright. Busted.
So what was wrong with the first one?
Hmm?
Like the one you already had on it.
Told you it wasn't that noticeable.
It's working though. Why couldn't you just change the colors on that? Or literally recreate that in this one? Why did you make it different?
Oh, getting better. so fucking weird.
You do realize that you have that long wait after it, right?
What long wait?
In the animation. The thing has to go for a full second. What animation?
Oh, this.
That's why it's not. I don't think it overlaps. I don't think it will cancel.
Accident.
That might work. I don't know.
If that's part of why it won't reset, that's definitely on me. It's probably just like the default keyframe that I didn't. Maybe.
That one's
yeah,
going faster.
Looks a little better. All right.
I mean, it's so hard to tell on those other gears.
Yeah. Okay, you're not wrong. That was probably had something to do with that.
Because I don't think the animations cancel each other out.
Okay. Yeah, I think that was
unless
just
they're
me
given an actual interrupt. They're not gonna. It's like the
misclicking or
sounds.
whatever. Okay. That's something.
I think it is happening.
And then now, out of curiosity, let's onesie. Nope. That drop down.
Did you change that one at all?
I don't remember. Okay. All right. Well, then I think I'm just gonna have to. If I want these to be different, I'll just have to recreate. I'll copy, like you said, I'll copy and paste that basic thing as opposed to trying to get more creative in the that visual scripting or whatever. I'll just
Visual
copy and paste
scripting
it and
is a
change it.
nightmare.
And change the values that it does on the fly for each one. That's fine. This looks okay. What do you think for this specifically?
Looks fine to me.
All right.
Good shooting.
That one's maybe not working at all.
Does it have an animator thing on it?
I don't know. It might not.
I'm gonna guess no, because I don't know if I've ever seen that one change.
It probably doesn't. I probably didn't.
Yeah, it does not look like it.
Okay.
You kept clicking on the right arm specifically, not the left.
Let's go add that and see if that works. Where's the left one? Here. Boop. 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 It does, allegedly. Although I know maybe what. Anyway. Huh. Same script, I think. I'll think about that for a hot second. Yep, that'll be working. I wonder if in the wrong seat. One first. Just... No, it looks like it's still not working. That's weird. That one's fine. So interesting. Huh. Oops, come on. I did? Did I ever destroy this one? I thought I did. Maybe not. Like now I'm just wondering if, like there's a... Maybe it's not taking damage or something? It had an animator. Wait a minute. Alright, hold on. Oh, that's... Oh, it's because I... Oh. Alright, never mind. Very weird.
I mean, that was the one that kept breaking. Like, you would destroy the other one and then the game would crash. I don't know if that's just because there's no ending to it or if something's fucked up with that arm. What did you do to my garbage disposal? Him died.
Well, help me spot check them and see, because they should be the same. Because they all derive from the same shit. Unless I missed something in,
Wait, something says none up there.
This. Same on the other one too, because I have to take that out, because that was just one of the things I was experimenting with. I can get rid of it right now.
Is the animator the right animator?
Well, this one does have an assign, so maybe I did jack that up someplace. Let's just remove it.
But what if it is the thing that matters?
And then it'll break the other one.
Great. Or you could just add it and see if that fixes it.
Ugh. Oh, I think I know what it is, because these are technically separate. So probably... I I assumed these were like identical, but I don't think they are because there's this one.
They have different patterns.
Right, yeah, okay. This is what I need to do. I need to go back in here and click this, and let's see what I expected. Yeah, that's weird.
No, those are the arm pieces. That's not the gear.
This is the part of the arm, and this is the part of the arm, right? And the other thing was the gear itself.
I'm assuming so. I didn't actually see what was there before you deleted it.
I might do it. That goes back to the root problem I was having this whole time. If that's why.
But you didn't add that other stuff to it. Does it not matter?
Okay. Yeah, it was still locked in. It was having its color referenced by that the thing that makes it fade out when it was destroyed. So now if I want to add that back, I'll just have to add it to the gears themselves and then call that from there. Leave me alone.
You're the one standing in the middle.
Okay. All right. Well, there's that. Okay. Trying to think right now while I've got you here if I have any other like random questions or anything.
Amazing what asking for help can get you.
I love you.
I love you.
What do you think of any of that?
Looks fine.
Where, if I did want to mess with the states and stuff or try to create new ones.
What do you mean?
For like when it folds the arms out and stuff like that and spits out the gears. What I think I really want to do is make either alter the patterns for when it does this, or make some new ones to go with it, or alter the patterns for when it does the little beam in the center, or create some new ones. Because is that always supposed to shoot just right in the middle? Because I kind of wanted to make it like start from each side and then go across the screen, go like and then rotate and then like pull back.
I mean, I'm assuming some of that would be very easily done with the animator, which is what like pretty much everything else, like all those the arm movements are all done with the animator. It would be very easy, I believe, to make that happen because the beam already has an animator, which is how it goes up.
Okay.
Like that's all done with an animation. So it could have one still down the middle. I could make more where it moves.
Okay.
But I would, if you want to look at where that stuff lives, I would unplay this because it's not in. You're not going to find it in here. You need the controller for the boss. I would click on the folder that says main controller, literally right up on top. Go up a little bit. Nope. Right. It's right underneath your mouse. Click on that. Or that's the animator. Never mind. I thought that was the scripts.
Oh.
That's not what you want.
I think I had it open on my laptop. I might.
End controller. Probably. You got choose action pattern right there. There's a whole script called garbage disposal pattern controller. Is what you're in right now.
Okay. So that's like if you broke both of the arms, or even just
probably.
one of them, maybe. Yeah, probably something like that. If you haven't broke the arms, it'll open them. Okay. Open hatch, close hatch. This is right now. This is the only fire beam one.
The only thing it does, it fires a beam one type. It fires one gear. It fires two gears.
Theoretically, if I want to just add some comments here for
I would, yeah, don't, because this is a whatever this is. Case. I don't know what that is.
Maybe add.
I would just add like other cases.
State selection here.
I would just
will
add things to it.
Other beam.
Add more cases.
Okay.
I'm not adding more things into individual
and this
cases.
will just be like an if else probably, but there's just another die roll or something.
No, I would just add more cases.
Like inside this call?
No, I would add more cases.
Oh, here?
Yes.
Okay.
Where the...
Well, then let me move this out.
Just leave it there. It doesn't matter where the comment is, Dustin. It literally doesn't matter.
Go up.
What did you do?
I don't know. Did I screw something up? Like some fucking weird Visual Studio bullshit. It's not important. Okay.
I have good logs.
And then this is the gear one, so if I go in here, theoretically I could mess with some other stuff
Shockingly, the thing that says fire gear.
Okay, that's good.
Fires gears.
Yeah, because like I said, some of these I just wanted to like change some of the timing. Like I said, just keep the hatch open longer because I really want you to kind of be able to reposition yourself and shoot into it with a little more time. And then, like I said, maybe shoot more gears or maybe just leave them on screen for longer instead of, I think right now they bounce once or twice and then get destroyed. Maybe have them persist a little more when they're out, or I don't know yet, but that's the kind of stuff that I kind of wanted to mess with theoretically.
I mean, I'm assuming that it'll be attached to the gear itself. I think it has a script on it.
I was also maybe gonna try resizing some of them and making them smaller. But that's another thing I've just been thinking about.
That's dangerous.
Why?
You thinking about stuff?
Oh,
I mean,
a hard time.
if you had just asked for help.
Oh.
Shockingly. I know things on occasion. I know I'm an idiot.
It's not that. I told you I just didn't want to bug you while you were...
This is half of...
messing
more
with
than half
stuff
my
or-
own thing. If I don't know it, no one does.
Okay. Well, in that case, let's close this out with me just running some other ideas by you. Let
Oh
me just
dear.
run by the scene and okay. Pull him back up in the area first. Other thoughts are so for the arms themselves, and I don't think I'm gonna mess with those at all because you had just like they're complicated such that I don't really feel comfortable tweaking them on my own. So maybe the next time we mess with this together, you can help me mess with that a little bit. But how easy would it be to make these do different stuff as well? Like, how's their movement? Are you like repositioning this whole thing on the fly, or is it like a backwards? Like, are you just repositioning the gears and then the attached parts just kind of pivot on their own?
All of them were hand
Okay.
animated.
I was just curious.
There's like 3 or 4 different patterns
Okay, that's fine.
per arm
Mm-hmm.
that fit into that space because I made them based off of which side they're on in that spot. They are not interchangeable.
Okay.
I would rather not have to make more because it is
That's fine.
very hard.
My alternate question is, how easy do you think it would be to overlap some of the things, other things with them?
Probably vary, because I'm pretty sure you can just, there's certain things where the hatch can stay open during things. It's just you need to make that pattern.
Okay. 'Cause,
Their
yeah,
actions are individual.
What I'd kind of want to do is maybe combine, like either most or all the time have arms come out while something else is happening, because like, I don't know. I'll think about it. Because when they're just around the sides like that, it's just like it's not that much pressure.
And I mean, the thing that I want them to be is more, they're a shortcut to killing the boss.
Okay.
They are. They'll take like 4 chunks of health off if you destroy one of them.
Okay. And that I think I might have tweaked some of that stuff on while I was just testing stuff, so it might not do that right now. In fact, I don't think it did because it takes so much hits to kill them or whatever, and they don't fold up right away, which I did that for testing purposes because I couldn't see if they were flickering when they were folding up when they got shot. But I could re-implement that. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
I don't necessarily want them out all the time because then you could just very easily kill this boss.
Mm-hmm.
They're put away and brought out as more of an incentive to kill them.
How do you feel about this?
I'm not sure. I don't like the way you sound.
All right. So right now, just kind of as a accident because of how hard it was to implement that other stuff, the gears don't fade out when you shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you blow up the arm, the gear doesn't fade away, but it will disappear. It still gets destroyed, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What if it didn't do that? If you destroyed an arm and the arm fades away and the gear just bounces around the environment for the rest of the boss fight?
You could try it. I just don't know if that'll be too much.
Okay.
This is run-based now, Dustin.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is now it's a risk-reward of like, because you're going to have to kill them to beat the boss. And like I said, I do want to leave the hatch open so you have more time to shoot at the hatch, theoretically, in most of those other states. So maybe it's funny if...
Give it a shot.
All right, I'll think about giving that a shot. If when you blow those up, instead of...
You're going to have to de-child it from everything.
Yeah. Well... I say I'll figure it out, but I'll see if it seems easy to do. I'll take a swing or two at it. But yeah, my thought would be that, like, if I can get it to work, theoretically, instead of disappearing, let's just say that once it blows up, it just has some velocity in any direction, and it'll basically just have infinite
need that material on it.
Bounce.
It won't bounce without the bounce material.
Yeah. And I'll add that separately and like have it disabled or whatever. All right, I'll think about that. That's funny to me. If I can get to work, I think that would be kind of entertaining. Because like I said, it won't... the best part about it to me is that you don't have to do it. It's like if you did do it, and at that point, like I might even up the damage, like you're saying. So if you destroy both of them, it just ends the fight. Like if you destroy both arms, you just win. Or you can just keep shooting the center and eventually it'll blow up. But the idea of just blowing one up and then having that thing just like be a stupid weird menace, that's just like a little hilarious. I just kind of like the idea of it.
That's fine.
And then other stuff, like I said, other things are, I was thinking about, because I would want my idea with the other projectiles that, I don't know if those are gears too, or what you call them, that those come out of the middle.
It literally says fire gear.
Those patterns, I'd like to make more complicated ones, and that's kind of why I wanted to maybe make them smaller and just introduce other patterns where it'll do like little arcs, so like 3 this way that kind of flow in this direction on one side of the screen, or 3 this way that flow on this side.
Jesus Christ.
Why? Why? What?
You're going to make this impossible. This is going to be impossible.
Impossible.
Okay. Okay.
Those are the kind of things I've been thinking. Or like I said with the beam, it's the same kind of deal.
The beam idea I do like. I am concerned about the gears.
Okay. I'll probably leave it just being out there in the middle just to leave it. But we'll see after I change some stuff. But yeah, like I said, the other things I want to do with that or make it go kind of like... I'm not in the frame. Like appear on one side of the screen and then wipe its way across.
Yes, yeah. I gathered that the first time
I was illustrating for the internet.
You are blurry as all get.
I shouldn't have leaned. Come on, refocus.
Hold your hand up behind your head like the beauty guru.
Really doesn't want to.
No.
Goddamn camera. What if I like really get in there and then...
Up in the paint.
There. That's better. Fucking butthole.
One
more thing that didn't work right today. And then that's mostly it, I think. That I did already. That was one of the things I had done before. I do think I want to try to I think he's a little off center relative to the room. I don't know if it was always that way or if it was something I screwed up.
Don't move him.
Okay.
The arms are positioned. You can see. Look at it literally right now. You move him too far to the right, the gear will go outside of the play area.
Okay.
It is based relative to his position right now. He is centered over the exit pipe. He's literally on top of it. If you go to scene. You'll have to move the camera to see this. You can't just sit here. Literally just scroll. I don't know what you're trying to do.
Did you say move the camera?
I meant you physically, not this camera. Oh my Christ. He's over the exit. That's why he's in the position that he's in.
Okay.
Do not move him. I'm begging you.
Here's another question.
Do not move him.
I think the health bar is only there because all the other bosses are just in like the same spot. Do you think we should move it?
Where are you going to move it?
It could just be. So here's I can do two things. I can either I could zoom the camera out even more.
Oh my god, you're not gonna be able to see anything if you zoom the camera out even more.
Or I could just.
It's already the farthest out of any of the other boss fights because he's so big. Because I'm stupid.
Or I could just.
Why is it a big deal? Don't move it there.
Okay. It's just like it covers him up in a way that is like awkward. I don't know. That's just what I thought when I kept hopping in. I was like, Okay. I mean, maybe if you're fine with it, I guess I can just leave it. But yeah, that was my thought. Is you could just put it above the scene instead.
No.
It
Where?
It could be. I mean, it could be up top here.
Where?
Just like up here. Period. Like if it were covering up. Like I could even be like, I don't know. All right, maybe not. Maybe it's fine.
It's amazing that some of my ideas that you hate actually have a purpose. Incredible. Who would have thought?
Just wish it wasn't like half covering up his little
digital
same,
readout. But it's not covering. That is not half of his.
I mean, it covers it up a little bit.
Nothing goes in that area. It's literally those 4 rows.
Okay. Well,
not the top
in that case,
I'm
gonna leave all these kind of decisions to you.
Clearly not.
No, but what I'm asking is like, now my follow-up question is,
oh god,
I'll leave this right here. How do you feel about the scene right now?
What do you mean?
Do you think the dimensions are okay in this current zoom state? Because that's one of the last things I changed in here was repositioned and rezoomed the camera a little bit.
I know you were going to do that.
I already did it. Do you think this is okay?
I knew you were going to do that. We had talked about that before.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go farther. You won't be able to see anything.
Do you think the state it's in now is fine?
Sure.
Okay, then I'll leave all that stuff as is.
Thank you.
Because like I said, I really just wanted to get every corner of the play area and the
and you did.
Screen. And now it is, so I can live with that.
Fantastic.
Okay, so then those are the next couple things I'll mess with in this, I guess, is like I said, those are their patterns and stuff. And that gear thing, which should be funny. I can get it to work.
This fight is going to be impossible. This is not going to be playable.
It'll be fine. You can do it.
I can do it.
I mean, people will be able to do it. It'll be fine. All right, well, we'll maybe leave it at that then for now. Thank you, Lorraine, for helping me resolve that stupid issue. I'll try to do a better job of reaching out. That was only the last day or two, but it was just... I don't know. I suck.
No, we're a team. You're working in code that you don't understand.
But
because
anyway.
I put it together in a vacuum.
Thank you for helping me out today. Thank you for
You're
coming
welcome.
here. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry we didn't do it yesterday. We'll try to do it again next week. Next week, I think I'm also going to go to that other coffee meetup thing on Friday. Next Friday.
Locally sourced?
Yeah, at the... called... I'm going to check my phone.
I don't remember.
Cultivate. That's the Cultivate coffee shop in Ypsilanti, Michigan.
Ipsy.
So if you want to come hang out with people making video games out here,
they're real cool. They're a bunch of cool guys.
And with that, we're going to call it for the night. So thank you for hanging out. I'm going to click over here, and then we'll see you next time.
Bye.